Hi, and welcome to this 10-minute standing chair-supported yoga sequence. I'm Lauren, and this is Zoe. Today, this class is really for everyone, whether you're a working professional, maybe you need extra support in standing poses, or are simply looking for a new way to practice yoga asana. This particular class is great on its own, or an addition to some of my other chair yoga sequences, which you can look at on my playlist. So remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on future classes. And grab a chair, slip into something comfortable, and let's get started. Standing behind your chair, walk to your right and hold on to the chair with your left hand. Bring your right hand to your right hip, setting up in Warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana 1. So step your left foot forward just on the outside of the chair and step your right foot back so you have a nice long stride. Bend your front knee and keep your back leg lengthened as your chest is still facing forward. Then reach your right arm up to the sky. Continue slightly tilting the front of your pelvis towards the face so you can elongate the right hip and lean to your left. Good. You may feel a nice side body stretch, and again, getting a little bit into the hip flexor group here and the side back of the body. Hold here for 2 more cycles. Breath. And then come all the way back up. Still holding onto the chair, step your feet together. Give your legs a good little shake. So let's focus a little bit on balance now. Your left foot is still your foundation. Come up onto those right toes, and maybe you play with bringing your right knee up towards your chest. See what that feels like. You can choose to stay here, or maybe you kick your right leg out in front of you. That's gonna be a lot more quads and hip flexors. Then hinge forward as you come into Warrior 3 or Virabhadrasana 3, kicking your right leg back like you're stamping your foot on a wall. Hug your inner thighs together and push down through your base foot, lifting out of your base hip. Take a full breath in and out. Good, come all the way back up. Keep your right foot hovering as you lean towards your left, towards the chair. Right leg's coming out to the side, so getting some hip abduction. Hold here. Maybe you play with reaching that right arm up, so your right arm's out wide. Good, and then come all the way back up and release. Let's switch to the other side. So walk to the other side of the chair, holding onto the chair with the right hand this time, left hand to your left hip. Let's set up in Warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana 1. Step your right foot forward, step your left foot back, turning your left foot out slightly at about a 45-degree angle. Bend your front knee deeply and keep your back leg lengthened. If this ever feels like it's too much on your joints of that back leg, your hip, knee, or ankle, just widen your stance. You can step your left foot more to the left. Then tilt the front of your pelvis slightly up towards the face until you feel a good amount of tension going down the front of your left hip and thigh. Reach your left arm up to the sky, breath in. Exhale, lean to your right, expanding through that left side of the body. One more breath in and out. Good, come all the way back up. Step your feet together, and again, you can give your legs a little bit of a shake. Now, ground into the right foot, left hand to left hip. Let's challenge our balance a bit. So come up onto the left toes. Maybe bring your left knee up towards the chest, coming into single-legged mountain pose or Ekapada. Perhaps you kick your left leg long, engaging those quads and hip flexors, keeping your spine upright. And then hinge forward. You can always tap your left toes to the floor behind you for a more supported Warrior 3, or perhaps you kick your left leg back like you're stamping your foot on a wall. Try to hug those inner thighs together and avoid rolling your left hip open. Good, rise up to stand, hovering that left foot off the floor, and then lean towards the chair, towards your right as you kick your left leg out to the side as far as you can, abducting that left hip to the side. Perhaps you reach that left arm out wide like the letter T, holding here for 1 more breath in and out. Good, come all the way back up and shake out the legs. Now walk behind your chair, holding onto it with both hands as we come into tree pose or vrikshasana. Right foot is your foundation. You can come up onto those left toes. Turn your left foot out to the side. I'll show you what it looks like with the chair out of the way. And then you can place your foot anywhere to the inside of your left leg. Now stand nice and tall as though there's a string attached to the crown of the head lifting you up. And again, with the chair in front of you, you can hold onto the chair with both hands. Find a spot to direct your focus, your gaze. This will help you with your balance. And then maybe you play with lifting one hand off the chair. Maybe the other. You can always switch your hands. Perhaps you lift both hands. Cool. Maybe you bring both hands to your chest. If you want to challenge your balance, then you can take your left hand to the chair. You can reach that right arm up and lean towards your left. You can even maybe take that left hand off the chair and place it on your knee. Good. Come all the way back up and release. Give your legs a good shake. Now turn to your left, right hand holding the chair, and walk your feet away from the chair. Okay. Push your hips out towards the left-hand side, and perhaps you add the cross of your left ankle, your outside ankle, in front of your right. Then maybe you reach your top arm, your left arm overhead, or you can place your left hand behind your head, rotating your chest open, perhaps looking up towards the sky on the inside of that left elbow. We're here for 2 more cycles of breath. Nice. Take both hands to the back of the chair, ankles still crossed. You have to kind of wiggle the chair away from you as you pull your hips back, push your chest towards the ground, and elongate through the sides of the body. Good. One at a time, uncross your ankles as you come into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So pull your hips back. Again, lower your chest towards the ground until you feel a good amount of resistance across the chest. And feel the sides of the body and maybe even down your back start to lengthen. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Walk your feet to the chair and come to stand. So let's take that on the other side, starting with tree pose or vrikshasana. So this time your left foot is your foundation. Again, I'll move the chair to the side so you can see what I'm doing here. You're going to come up onto those right toes as you externally or outwardly rotate that right leg. You can choose to stay here with the toes to the ground. Perhaps you bring your foot up on the inside of that left leg. And then holding onto the chair in front of you, stand tall as though the crown of the head is trying to reach up to the sky. Find a place to focus your attention straight in front of you. This will help you with your balance. Perhaps you lift one hand off the chair. You can switch, lifting the other hand. Maybe lifting both. You can also bring the hands to the chest, or really take any other variation you'd like with the arms if you're feeling confident lifting your arms off the chair. If you want to challenge your balance, right hand can stay at the chair, left arm can reach up as you lean towards your right. And if you're feeling really confident here, perhaps you release that right hand off the chair, placing it onto your thigh, side bending. Cool. Maybe. Remember, every day is different. Come all the way back up and release both feet down. Okay, so turn to your right. We'll take that side body stretch, left hand holding the chair. Walk your feet out away from the chair. And then again, perhaps you feel a good amount of tension on the outside of your right thigh. If you want to create more, cross your outside ankle, your right ankle in front of your left. Then push your hips away from the chair, and perhaps you add the reach of that right arm overhead. You can choose to stay here or place that right hand behind your head, elbow wide, opening your chest to the sky as you look up on the inside of that right elbow. Good. Take both hands to the back of the chair, hips back, arms forward, coming into this twisted downward facing dog here. Then uncross your ankles 1 foot at a time and come into your regular downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pull your hips back, lower the chest towards the ground. You don't have to go too deep, just enough until you feel a good amount of resistance across the chest. And then maybe from here you decide to bend the knees a little bit. Take a full breath in. Big sigh out. Good. Walk your feet to the chair and come to stand. Let's just close out with a few cleansing breaths here. So holding on to the chair, maybe you choose to close your eyes with your feet about hips width distance apart. Take a slow breath in, feel your ribcage expand. And big sigh out through the mouth. Again, breath in. And cleansing breath out. Once more, inhale. And let it all go. And as you feel ready to move on into the rest of this day, gently blink your eyes open. I hope you enjoyed today's chair yoga sequence using the chair to support you. And this is, a great standalone class, but if you're looking for something to kind of round out this practice, I also have a seated chair yoga class. The whole entire class is done sitting down. So perhaps you add this to the tail end of this class, or if you want to make it a fuller class experience, you can do both, leading with that seated practice and then ending with this standing practice. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. As I mentioned before, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on future classes that I will be releasing, not just in this playlist, but in all the other class genres, if you will. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you next time.